Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Luni. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please hit that subscribe button to join the family, and you can also turn on the notification bell just beside it. That tells you every time I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers that are always watching my videos, liking it, engaging in the comment section, I see you guys. Thank you for the support. As you can already tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about applications that have made my life easier since I moved to the UK. And just in case if you are new here and this is your first video, I just recently moved to the UK from Nigeria. It's been about 7 weeks. It's not up to 2 months yet since I moved to the UK. But these are applications that I just feel like have made it easier for me to adapt to the new environment. And if you are just coming into the UK, or you also just arrived in the UK, this might just help you, and this is why I'm doing this video. So the first thing I'll talk about is for logistics. I use the Google Map. Google Map has made my life easier since I moved to the UK. Yes, back in Nigeria, I used Google Map a lot. Like if you have to go somewhere, you need your Google Map. Even when you're in Uber, you still have to put Google Map just in case, because it will tell you the shorter routes and things like that, or it will help you avoid traffic. But in the UK, I've not been driving, and I've not even been taking the bus as often. I've been walking, and Google Map has been very instrumental to the success of that. If you're very familiar with the Google Map, you know it's going to tell you the bus route, it's going to tell you the route if you were driving, and then it's also going to tell you the route if you were walking. And I've been using that particular feature very often, because most of the places that I have to go to in the UK, I always have to walk. Like my house is not far from my school, my house is not far from my church, and the work that I do do it from home. Even if I have to go to the office, my office is right in my school, so I've not really had to take the bus or the train or whatever while I'm within the city. So Google Map has just been very, very helpful for me. Even when I have to go to the market, when I have to go to the mall, when I have to go to the city center, all these places are very close to me, and I just have to walk down there using the Google Map, right? So Google Map has been my best friend. I know a lot of people have had challenges, maybe they get lost and things like that, but I feel if you know how to read the map properly, you will not have that issue. I have not had that issue, so I feel like Google Map is a great app to have when you just move to the UK, or when you just move to a different environment. It doesn't even have to be the UK. The next app I'll talk about is Weather app. The Weather app, guys, I don't think I've ever really had to use my Weather app before now, because back in Nigeria, you can tell when you are in the dry season or in the rainy season. So you already know that when you're in the rainy season, it can rain anytime. So during the rainy season, I'm always taking my umbrella, whether it rains or not. Like I never really had to know whether it would rain or not. So, but since I moved to the UK, I'm not used to the weather system here. The problem is not even that I don't know the type of weather. I just don't know what to expect with the weather. Like I'm going out now, it's sunny, the sun is shiny, it's bright up in the sky, and then I go into a class. By the time I come out of the class, everywhere is wet, like it's raining. So, and a couple of times I've been beaten by the rain. So when it happened the second time, I told myself this is not going to happen to me again. So every morning now when I have to step out, I just check the weather. If I'm going to be out for the whole day, I check the weather forecast for that period of time, and I know if I need to go out with my umbrella or not, you know, and it has really been helping me with that. The third application I'll talk about is for finances. So I'm going to talk about 2 different applications for finances, the Revolut app and the Lemonade app. So for Revolut, I opened a Revolut account the night I moved into the UK. Yeah, I think it was the night I moved to the UK, or the second night I came into the UK, because one of my aunties wanted to send me pounds, and I needed a pounds account to receive it. So I decided to try out. I knew about the Revolut and the Monzo before I came into the UK, but I don't know what happened with Monzo. But I think the process wasn't as easy as the Revolut. So I decided to just go with the Revolut, and that same night, my app was ready, my account was ready. I was able to send it to the person that wanted to send me money, and I received my money within few minutes. And ever since then, to be honest, I've been using the Revolut app. I've tried to open other bank accounts, like physical bank accounts in the UK, and the process has just been very tedious. Like I've tried two different banks, and I've just not been able to complete the setup. So I have another third option I'm going to try, which is the Halifax. But I hear I have to be in the bank, fill the forms online, and then they set me up and all of that. But the closest one to me is around the city center, and I don't go there often, so I'm just going to have to find time maybe this week to try and do that, because I really want to have like at least a second option. Now for the Lemonade app, that one I use it to transfer money from the UK to Nigeria, or from Nigeria to the UK, and I'll explain how. So on the Lemonade app, you have a Naira account, and then you have a pounds account. So if I have to move pounds to Naira, I fund the pounds account with my Revolut app, and then I convert to Naira and send to whatever Naira account I'm sending to. So it could be somebody's account, and it could also be my own account. and then vice versa, I move money from my Naira account into the Lemonade Naira account and then convert to pounds and send it to my Revolut app. So that's how I use Lemonade, and it's been very instrumental. Even though the rate is high, it's almost like a black market rate, but at least it's safer for me. I've had a lot of people that have been scammed just because they are trying to look for a cheaper rate, and then they send money to somebody and they never get their money back. So it's been working for me. Yeah, so that's it for finances. For productivity, the calendar app has been working for me. Guys, 2 occasions I almost missed my class just because my class was supposed to be 1 and I thought it was going to be 3 o'clock. That was the only class I had for that day, and that same class, that happened twice. In fact, the first time, it was one of my friends that called 30 minutes into the class to say, this is very unusual, you are not in class, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, I thought the class was 3. She said, no, the class is 1, the class started already. And I had to just drop everything I was doing and then rush down to class. But that day, I just told myself that this must not happen to me again. I don't like missing my classes, right? So I decided to just put reminders on my calendar for the days I have classes and the time I have classes, and then I put alerts to remind me at least 30 minutes before the class is supposed to start. So the next time it was going to happen, that I assumed I had the class for 3 and the class was 1, 30 minutes before the class, I was just about cooking and then the alert came up and I just had to drop everything and rush down to class. So that's why I'm talking about the calendar app. You should try it. And also, it's not just for class. There are times I also have interviews. I have several interviews I need to keep up, and I have like this board here in my study area where I put like sticky notes of things I don't want to forget. But sometimes there's a lot, it can be very overwhelming, you know. That's even manual. Why don't just use your digital way to make your life easier? So for entertainment, the Netflix has been very instrumental to helping me with boredom. Guys, I had a Netflix account back in Nigeria, so the only thing, I just keep up with my subscription, and whenever I feel bored or whenever I feel like doing something to just, you know, paranoia, like, yeah, it can be very lonely when you have to live by yourself, when you've been used to living with, you know, family and all of that. So Netflix always comes to the rescue. And shopping. For shopping, I use Amazon. Back in Nigeria, my favorite shopping apps were Jumia and Konga, and this is just because I'm not used to going to places to shop physically. I'm so used to shopping from the comfort of my home on my phone, right? And I know that I tried to use the Amazon app a couple of times back in Nigeria, and then the amount you have to pay for shipping is either almost the same amount of what you're buying or even more, you know. It just never really made sense to me. So most times I just don't bother, and I tell myself, when I leave this country, I'm going to start shopping on Amazon. So guys, it's just very interesting that sometimes things you wish for, you know, you're able to achieve them. So yeah, Amazon has been my favorite shopping app since I moved to the UK. I've tried other ones, but I've never just really made any purchase. I just go there, check what they have and try and compare. And once I have what I need on Amazon, I don't really bother. So you know, the difference between shopping on Amazon in the UK and shopping back in Nigeria with Jumia and Konga app was I had the option of paying on delivery. So if I'm very skeptical about maybe the quality of an item that I want to order, or I just don't want to put my money to a place where I cannot guarantee safety, I could say, okay, bring the item, and then I pay on delivery. But yeah, you have to actually pay for those items before they are delivered to you. So right now, Amazon is the only one I'm comfortable with. And except somebody recommends something else, depending on what I really want to buy, then maybe I'll start exploring other apps. So guys, yeah, this brings me to the end of this video. If you have been in the UK for a while and there are other applications that you want to recommend, please do that in the comment section. And also, even if you are new to the UK and there are apps that you have been using to make your life easier that I didn't mention in the course of this video, also please drop it in the comment section. And if you made it to the end of this video, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, turn on that notification bell that tells you every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.